All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Athlete Artist Show. I am the artist Kyle Forge alongside the athlete professional hockey player Zach Boychuk. Season 6, episode 23, now presented by MyBookie. Zach, we're in the middle of March Madness. It's one of my favorite times of year for sports. We both know you filled out your bracket. I filled out my bracket. Mine's toast. Mine's absolutely toast. Most people are playing for bragging rights. MyBookie is giving away $100,000 in their March Madness bracket contest. $100,000 real cash. It's all up for grabs, and they just hit 100,000 followers on Instagram, and they're giving away another 10,000 in prizes. So it's not just about picking upsets, which I clearly am not very good at, and talking trash in the group chat, which I have no business doing now anyway. It's about turning your ball knowledge into bankroll. If you're going to be in it to win it. Head to mybookie.ag and use promo code AAS and get your first bet covered up to $500. If it misses, activate your bet back bonus and run it back. I could sure use that bet back bonus for my pick. I picked UCLA to hit this. Man, I don't even know. I pick UCLA every year. Got past the first round. Your team's still in it. Duke, I mean, I think we were both cooked after the first couple of games. I mean, what's your bracket looking like now?
Yeah, there was just barely any upsets. Like I think a lot of people were kind of disappointed, especially like you usually get like a random like 13, 14, 15 seed that wins, and like there wasn't many of those this year, if any. And then like most of the one seeds are still in. I got my Duke still in. Michigan, I have them playing in the finals, and then, but yeah, the Florida Gators, they won last year, and they're the worst one seed. They're out already, so that's the
Yeah.
only really big upset that we've seen so far, I feel like.
High Point beating Wisco was a pretty big upset.
Oh yeah, Wisco's always been a good organization, so that's a tough one. But
Yeah,
does
they were.
High Point have a chance of winning the whole thing, you think?
No, they already lost to Arkansas.
Oh, so they just won one game and then they're out the next
Yeah,
round.
yeah, they were the 12th seed. They beat Wisco, who was the 5 seed, and then they played
That's a
Arkansas,
big one.
they played Arkansas, who was the 4 seed, and they beat them by 6. So they almost hung in there, and then Arkansas just got destroyed by Arizona last night. So it's all over the map, dude.
Yeah, Arizona's pretty good. And my NC State, they or North Carolina, the Tar Heels, they lost.
Yeah,
That was a bit of an upset.
yeah, I had them. I think I had them going past the first round. I don't know how deep I ended up taking. Yeah, I had them going past VCU, and then I had them losing to Illinois. But
Illinois is
that game
still
was
rocking,
crazy.
right? They're like a 2 or 3 seed.
Yeah, Illinois beat Houston last night, so that's another one of my Final Four out.
Wow.
It's been tough, man.
It's tough sledding. As long as Duke wins, I'm happy. I'd like to see a North Carolina team win.
Duke's been
Was NC
interesting.
State even in the tournament this year?
They lost in the first four.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they got ousted in that first those original 2 days. I think that first Tuesday, Wednesday.
Even McNeese couldn't get it done. Our buddy Aura.
Yeah, that was like, man, they looked so good in that first half too against Vandy, and then especially, I mean, up until probably about 5 minutes left in that first half, I thought they were gonna run away with it. They were up, I think, like 12 or 13 at one point, and then second half came. They stayed in there, but they couldn't pull it out, which was it was tough. I was definitely pulling for our boy Aura and McNeese to see them go on another run, but Vandy being a Nashville school, it's cool to see them go to the next round, and then they lost to Nebraska, so they're out too. I think University of Tennessee is still in. They play Iowa State tonight, but it's yeah, tough sledding, man. Duke was an interesting one, man. I thought they were gonna lose that first game against Siena. That was almost a big 16-1 upset.
Yeah, that first game's always got to be nerve-wracking, especially for the one seed. Because if you lose to a 16 seed when you're the favorite for the tournament, I mean, obviously there's a lot of nerves. It's kind of like playoffs for us right now. Like the first couple of games, I feel like can go either way, and then you kind of get your bearings, you get back to your system, and
Yeah.
it's not just a bunch of guys running around and stuff. So I can see what it's like for those young kids playing this huge tournament.
For sure. And they only beat the 16 seed Siena by 6, 71-65. And I'm pretty sure Duke was down like double digits for a little bit in that, in that first half. They came out in
That's
the second half, and it was tight until the end. They in the second game against TCU, they started a little shaky too, but they ended up winning 81-58. But yeah, that first game, I picked Duke to win, and I was like, oh, I kind of want to see this upset. My bracket's busted anyway. I may as well see something exciting happen.
I wonder what the live odds would have been to like bet Duke when they were down by 10. Like,
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, I'm sure lots of people probably still thought they were going to come back and win, but probably pretty good odds to wait for something like that happen and think they're going to pull it out.
Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen in March Madness, dude. Like it's crazy. Some games come down to the final shot. Some games, one team's up 15 in the first, and then the second half, it's all the other team, and it's just a runaway the other end. It's crazy. It's one of the things I love about college basketball, though. I personally love watching NCAA, especially March Madness, over NBA all day.
Oh yeah, I think a lot of people feel that way. The NBA has just gotten to be too prima donna. I feel like you
Yeah.
love to see the March Madness. Everybody kind of watches it and exciting games, you know. Who's your team that you're pulling for right now then, now that UCLA's out?
Probably Tennessee. It'd be good to see
You get
UT
that
get a little
the
bit further.
Nashville roots. Are they in Nashville?
UT's in Knoxville, so about 3 hours away. But I mean, Nashville's
Knoxville.
a pretty big, a pretty heavily favored UT fan base in Nashville.
Yeah. So I got NC State or sorry, Duke. Got the Carolinas and you got the Tennessee.
Yeah, but who's Tennessee playing tonight? They're playing Iowa State. That could be a tough game though.
That'd
And
be a battle.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, looks like in my bracket I picked Iowa State over Tennessee in that game too. So I don't know what's
Surprising.
gonna go.
Usually you go with your heart and you pick the teams that you just love, like the Chicago Blackhawks and UCLA. Didn't work out.
Yeah, UCLA I pick every year. Tennessee, I knew they were good, but I like that Iowa State team's pretty nasty. Like they'll be a tough one to get over. I mean, I would love to see it happen since my bracket means nothing anymore anyway. Maybe we'll put some MyBookie bets on it, but
Yeah,
they
100%.
the winner plays Michigan the next round anyway, so that's
Yeah, hopefully it's better than our parlay that we had last night, but
oh yeah, the parlay last night, the week 2 night 1, two for 4
week
I think.
two. We got some work to do.
A
We'll
little bit
play
of
some
work to do.
bets maybe when we go live tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Um, yeah, that Tennessee Iowa game's the late one too, so I'll be up later watching that one. Have you been able to catch any of these games, or what's the time change been like for March Madness?
It's a little tough until like Saturday, Sunday. Usually there's some earlier games on those days, but yeah, like the Thursday, Friday games, it's pretty late for me over here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. What's I mean, what anything else we want to touch on for March Madness? I know we got some hockey news both for you and the NHL.
No, I think that's probably it. Go Duke.
Go Duke, Tennessee. I mean, yeah. Who do you have a prediction besides Duke? If it's anyone besides Duke, do you have a prediction for anyone you think will win?
Maybe Michigan. I don't know. It sucks picking like one seeds. I mean,
Yeah.
Illinois would be, or is it Iowa State or Illinois? I don't know. It's tough. Purdue's still in it, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say Purdue would be one of my probably my biggest pick outside of Michigan.
They're like a two seed, I think, Purdue.
Yeah, they beat Texas by 2 last night.
I'll just say Michigan. I want to see the Michigan Duke final, anyways.
Oh, one Michigan Duke final would be sick. One upset we missed was Texas beating Gonzaga in the last round.
I had Gonzaga going pretty far. They went out early.
Yep. Texas was an 11 seed, beat the 3 seed, beat them by 6. You never know.
Yeah, it is a big upset.
One I wanted to just get a little chuckle in. Iowa State, Tennessee State University played in the first round of March Madness for the first time in years, I think. But at least they made it to the court. Their hockey team has not made it to the ice. Their
Still
supposed
a work in
hockey team,
progress,
anyway,
eh?
still a work in progress. But Tennessee State,
Still looking for sponsors.
they got their basketball team in the March Madness tournament, which tough to do. Tough they had to play Iowa State. They ended up losing 108-74, but
at least they made it on the court.
At least they made it, exactly. Hockey news. Speaking of hockey, Zach, Slovenia, your boys into the next round 2, 4-1 first round win for Olympia. What's that first round been feeling like, and how are you guys preparing for the second round?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I think the first couple of games were absolute battles. Some late game heroics and overtime games, and looking around other series like the number 2 seed ended up getting knocked off by a 10 seed, which
No
was
way.
Klagenfurt got kicked off, and the other team Salzburg, who won 4 years in a row, they lost to the 6 seed, an Italian team. So
Oh wow.
right now there's 4 teams left. We're in the semifinals, and there's one team from every country. So there's one team from Austria, there's one team from Italy. We're from Slovenia, and then there's a Hungarian team. So the Hungarian team was a 10 seed. They knocked off Klagenfurt, which was a huge favorite to win the championship. So pretty cool. They're calling it like the Four Nations semifinal. None of these teams have ever won the championship before, so there'll be a new champion this year,
Nice.
and yeah, we're looking forward for things to get started on Sunday.
And there's only 4 teams left already.
Right, yeah, started in the quarterfinals. That was our first playoff game against Bolzano, and we beat them 4-1. Kind of a crazy series. Like they probably outplayed us at least 2 or 3 of the games when we were in Bolzano. There was some rumors going around in Bolzano that their owner was kind of offering them some big bonus money to just to win one of the games at home. It was like $5,000 a guy or something, so everybody was pretty pumped. And then after the first or second period in that final game that we played, the owner went down and said, "Hey, we'll give you guys $10,000 per guy." So they were coming out buzzing in the second and third. We were just weathering the storm, just like trying to hold on. Luckily we had it 1-0 going into the third. They tied it up with like 12 minutes left, and then I got the game winner with 8 minutes left to put it up 2-1. We got a couple empty netters, and but pretty crazy to hear. So we don't know if it's 100% true or not, but pretty funny that it's kind of like Russian style, where in Russia they'll offer big bonus money to try and get a win.
I was just gonna say that sounds like some Russian type shit.
100%. I mean, usually like their stuff goes on in the regular season, like every game, the top teams get, a couple grand per win, like kind of whatever. But this one, in a lower league like this, where, some of the guys are, barely making that $10,000 in like a couple months to get that for one game, for one win, and you
Yeah,
might not even win the series it's just pretty crazy.
that's crazy. I mean, props to that owner though, trying to get the boys going in between periods.
Yeah, seriously. He was pulling out all the stops, I guess. But it might have backfired on them because they were probably gripping the stick so tight, thinking,
Yeah,
"Oh, like gotta get this money," and then luckily we got the win in the series. But we're looking forward to the semifinals. We play another Italian team in Pustertal, and it's like a 3.5 hour bus trip for us. So we go the day before, and um, trying to get another big win in the semis.
that's sick, dude. How is that team compared to the others in the that are still left?
So they were a 5 seed. We just beat the 4 seed, which was Bolzano. They were an Italian team as well, and so we're a 6 seed. We don't have home ice, so we got to win one of those early games, especially when we're in their barn. And yeah, we had some good battles against them. They're one of the only teams that we had a losing record against this year.
Oh
So
wow.
we got to play a lot better against them. And I feel like playoff time is completely different. So you throw the regular season records out the door and try and bring your best stuff.
I mean, you probably have the most playoff experience out of anybody on that team, especially on international ice. So they're probably all looking towards you to lead the way. So that's pretty sick that you got the game winning goal in the series clinching game, the last one.
It felt good. I just remember thinking like I don't want this to go to overtime. I do not want them to take this and we go back to our barn for game 6. I was like, let's just get this done now. We'll celebrate on the bus ride home and move on to the next series. So yeah, but there's lots of guys on the team that have lots of playoff experience. We're kind of an older team and our coach has won 4 championships as an assistant coach in a row in Salzburg. So we're all kind of pulling together at the same time and trying to get another championship in there.
And we back to Italy for your boy Patan there too, hey?
Yeah, he loves it there. Those he played with both those teams, Balzano and Pustertal. So he's
Okay.
kind of been doing the scouting for us, seeing you know, figuring out where we're staying at hotels, like restaurants, and then like obviously the team. He knows a lot of the guys that play there, especially the Italian guys. A lot of them played with him in the Olympics and stuff, so it's a good rivalry for him, and nice to have a little bit of familiarity. And yeah, we're looking forward to going back to Italy again.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll know all the best espresso spots and all that to get you guys going before the games, hey?
100%. Yeah, we'll find a couple of good espresso spots.
That's awesome, dude. Happy for you guys, and it's awesome to see you back into the next round, and hopefully this series goes as well as the first one. We see you in the finals again, and yeah, the finals again soon. I guess what will finals be? Probably 2 weeks from now ish, depending on how
Yeah,
these series go.
yeah. Each round takes about 2 weeks, so you pretty much play every other day. There's like
Yeah,
the odd one where you get 2 days in between, but um, yeah, I love playing come April and going into the spring. Weather gets nice out, but
yeah.
you want to be playing at this time of the year. No point in heading back home to Canada this early. It's still pretty cold back home, so
Dude, we just got like a foot of snow like the other day after it
crazy.
was 15, it was plus 15 or something crazy for like a week. It was nice for like a week, and then all of a sudden just the other night just snowed a ton, and it was still warm. Like it wasn't cold, it was warm, and just a foot of snow. Like there was no snow 3 days ago, and now we have a ton of it.
We'll get another dump in May when I'm home too, I'm sure. So there's there's no avoiding it somehow.
It's supposed to snow 2 more times this week, and then another time next week. Like it's not supposed to be that cold. Which is the weird thing. Like it's supposed to be 7 degrees today, and then on Monday it's supposed to snow. It's only like -5, and then it gets back up to
Crazy.
10. It's supposed to snow. It's +3 next week, and it's supposed to snow. Like it doesn't make any sense. It's just gonna melt.
Yeah, I've been wearing shorts over here, especially when we were in Italy. It was like
Yeah.
10, 12 degrees hotter there than it is here. So, um, yeah, definitely need to take advantage of the time over here in Europe while I can.
Definitely. But when you get back, it's usually pretty nice. So hopefully you can extend that trip a little bit, especially if you guys win. Just keep the celebration going for an extra week or two, and then come
Yeah,
back when it's warm.
keep it going. Wait till like mid-May, beginning of June. That's the nice when all the golf courses open back in Canada.
Exactly. Yeah. Uh, NHL news. Anything that you wanted to touch on NHL wise before we head over to the stream? I know. It looks like San Jose is kind of they're looks like they're losing a little bit of ground on the wild card spot. Nashville's now in a wild card position, which is crazy. The Flames are now
Yeah.
above Chicago because they won 4 games in a row. I'm like, guys, What are we
They
doing here?
they gotta stop winning. They didn't get they traded a bunch of guys away and now they're winning.
All the young guys are like, oh, we want to prove ourselves, make the team next year. No, we want Gavin McKenna. Is what we want.
You gotta try and get McKenna. That's the goal for the new rink.
It's crazy because they're still technically in a playoff or in contention for a playoff spot. Vancouver, it looks like, is mathematically eliminated already. So are the
They
Rangers.
can't make it.
No,
Rangers are done.
I mean, I
Yeah,
can't see. Imagine if the Flames won the last 10 games and ended up in a wild card spot. I'd be so mad.
that would be insane. But you know they have no chance of winning the cup. You
No.
gotta probably play Colorado first round.
Could you imagine if they got into the playoffs, beat Colorado, won the cup with nobody, just all their AHL team?
Hey, you never know. Eight seeds have won before. You just never know. But
LA,
I don't think
they've
they're
done it.
getting in. LA, they won as an eighth seed.
Yeah, I don't think they're getting in either. I would be heartbroken if they got into the playoffs. But
Oh,
as
for
long as
sure.
Vancouver doesn't get McKenna, then I think it's
Yeah, we'll take him over. I mean, it would be if Calgary doesn't get them, who would you want? Who would you want to get them? Not the
uh
Rangers.
Chicago. I think it'd be sweet to see him go to Chicago, play with Bedard.
What are they? They're bottom four, bottom three, bottom four.
Um,
Chicago.
overall, yeah, overall it's so 29 is Calgary, 30 is Chicago, 31 is Rangers, 32 is Canucks. So I mean,
But last year,
Rangers
like the Islanders won, they were like 9 or 10, weren't they? Weren't they supposed to pick like 9 or 10?
something crazy, yeah, and they ended up getting first, which is, I mean,
Generational
good
Schaefer.
good for them.
Well,
Shit.
that's sometimes it doesn't work to tank, but I mean, you still have to not make the playoffs to have a chance, right? To actually get the pick.
Yeah,
But
yeah, for sure. And I mean,
maybe there's
Vancouver's not
something
moving
going on
up.
with Toronto too. If they don't finish in the bottom five, the pick slides, or if they finish in the bottom five, the pick slides to Boston or something crazy. So
Oh yeah,
if they if they really start sucking this year, that first round pick could go to next year, and if they're like really bad next year, Boston
yeah.
could get like a super high pick for like Brandon Carlo. I think they traded for him.
I think there's only what they it's like Leafs have 75 points. So there's only 4 points between them and the bottom five. The Blues have 71. Calgary's got 68. Chicago 67. Rangers 65, and then Vancouver is down by themselves with 50 at the bottom. But
But Boston's probably getting a top 10 pick.
they could, hey, if they slide down.
If they finish like sixth or seventh, I'm pretty sure that means Boston would get that pick.
Tough to see. They're in 23rd right now, so we'll see how much they fall. Florida's down there too. I really want to
Florida's
see
kind of
San
given
Jose
up.
pick it back up. Like San Jose needs to sneak into a wild card spot here.
They lost like 6 or 7 in a row. They were struggling
Yeah, they've lost the last 6 right now. They're 262
after
in the last
the
10.
Olympic break. I don't know if they've won.
That's crazy. Poor Celebrini. He's like, fuck, I got to play with these guys now.
Yeah, I get another high draft pick, and they're not they even if they get in, imagine them like trying to beat Dallas or trying to beat Colorado.
Yeah,
But it's like, oh, what if Nashville gets in? They got a pretty like old veteran team. Could they upset Colorado?
I don't. I think
They've been playing
Colorado would
good.
sweep them.
Yeah, you would think so. But then you got LA in there in the mix. There's a lot of teams that are fighting for that last spot.
Yeah, Utah's in that first wild card spot, so
Utah, they're
they could be
sneaky.
decent. The Ducks are still first in the Pacific with 86
The
points. Man,
pillow. Did you hear McDavid call it the pillow fight division?
oh no, is that what
Because
he said?
they're saying like almost like all the teams, their goal differential is going to be in the negative in the Pacific. That's how bad the division is.
Let's see here.
There's like only 1 or 2 teams that have positive goal differential.
Oh yeah, it's the Oilers. They're +5,
Oilers been struggling too.
and Vegas is -1. Ducks are -4. The rest is -23,
Minus
-17,
nine.
-39. Vancouver's -84.
Ooh, probably a lot of minuses on that team.
Yeah.
Who's got the green jacket this year? Wasn't Uyghur up there for a bit
Um,
for the
what do you
most
mean?
minuses?
Oh, most minuses in the
I
league or
always
in
like
the
when
video?
Mike Commodore has the Masters, like tweets out who has the most minuses for hockey player.
Let's see. Oh, it doesn't. The score. I'll have to check on NHL.com. Let's see. Score only lists the top 25 plus guys. Let's see who's at the bottom here for.
You
That's
need to see the
interesting.
bottom 10.
Let's see here. Plus minus. Let's go.
Gonna be somebody on Vancouver, somebody on Chicago, Calgary.
Uh, Lev Shinov, Chicago, -39,
Ooh,
and then
that's a lot of minuses.
and then second is Brock Besser with -36, and then it's Weeks at -34.
Wow. Chile. Chile on those teams
Yeah,
minuses.
yeah, that's tough. But I mean, Chicago Bedard's been a little feisty lately, man. Have you seen some of his highlights? Chirping fans, getting into it in front of the net.
I like that. Get a little edge on the kid. You know, like once
Yeah,
he start winning, he's gonna be that cocky guy. I like that confidence in him.
for sure, 100%. Yeah, I'd love to see that from him. He needed that going into this season for sure. And
That's
with
great.
him now gonna get the captaincy probably next year, hopefully. It's nice to
Yeah,
see
why
him.
don't they just give it to him right away?
They
He's
should.
got to get it.
Yeah, they should. Anything else hockey wise before we jump over to the stream?
No, I think that's it for me.
All right. Thanks to MyBookie. Check out mybookie.ag. Use promo code AAS. We'll have some more bets out. This episode will be out tomorrow, but we're about to hop on stream, make some more March Madness bets for tonight and this weekend. And we will see you guys next week.
Peace.